Have you ever had that feeling? You go to bed feeling okay, but you wake up in the morning and something just feels off. You're a little stiffer. It's a bit harder to get out of bed. Your muscles feel heavy, like you've lost a little bit of the strength you had just the day before. It's a subtle feeling, but for many people over 60, it's a constant, quiet worry. You try to do everything right. You might even drink a protein shake. You try to go for walks, but still that feeling persists. It's as if a thief is breaking into your body every single night, stealing a little bit of your muscle, a little bit of your strength, and a little bit of your independence, right from under your nose. What if I told you that feeling isn't just in your head? What if it's a real biological process that's happening inside you while you sleep? For decades, we've been told that the key to building muscle is what you do right after a workout. The anabolic window, that 30-minute frantic rush to gulp down a protein shake. But what about the other 23 hours of the day? What about the 7 or 8 hours you spend sleeping, a time when your body is supposed to be repairing itself? The truth is, for seniors, the most critical battle for your muscles isn't fought in the gym. It's fought in the dead of night while you're fast asleep. And for far too long, we've been losing that battle. Let me explain what's really going on. It all comes down to a delicate hormonal tug-of-war inside your body. On one side, you have the builders. These are hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. Their job is to take the protein you eat and use it to repair and build new muscle tissue. They are the construction crew of your body. On the other side, you have the breakers. The main one is a hormone called cortisol. Now, cortisol isn't evil. It's essential for managing stress and inflammation. But its job, in part, is to break down tissue for energy. It's the demolition crew. When you're young, this system is in perfect balance. The builders and the breakers work in shifts. You have high levels of growth hormone at night that tell the construction crew to work hard, while the demolition crew is off the clock. But after 60, this balance shifts dramatically. It's a phenomenon we call the catabolic clock. Your levels of the building hormones, like testosterone and growth hormone, naturally decline. But your levels of the breaking hormone, cortisol, often remain stubbornly high, even throughout the night. So, imagine this scene inside your body while you're sleeping. The construction crew, your building hormones, has clocked out and gone home. But the demolition crew, cortisol, is still on the site, working the night shift with flashlights. They're actively breaking down muscle tissue to use for energy, and there's no one there to stop them. This is the midnight raid on your muscles. This is the catabolic window that nobody talks about. You're not building muscle while you sleep. You're losing it, and no amount of a daytime protein shake can fully compensate for what's being stolen from you at night. This is also the reason why simply eating a big steak or a heavy meal before bed doesn't work. It doesn't solve the hormonal problem. In fact, it can make it worse by disrupting your sleep and forcing your digestive system to work overtime, which can actually increase inflammation and stress on the body. So, what's the solution? Do we just accept this as an inevitable part of aging? I am here to tell you, absolutely not. The solution isn't to fight your body's natural rhythms. The solution is to work with them. The solution isn't to send in a massive, chaotic delivery of building materials at the wrong time. The solution is to send in a small, intelligent, nighttime security team. This team's job isn't to do a major construction project overnight. Its job is to do two things. First, to stand guard and tell the demolition crew to stand down. And second, to leave a steady, slow-burning supply of fuel so the basic maintenance and repair can happen peacefully until the morning. And this is where our hero comes in. It's not a fancy supplement. It's not a prescription drug. It's a simple common seed that you've probably seen 100 times. A seed that is often tossed aside as a seasonal snack or used as a garnish, never knowing the true metabolic power it holds. This seed contains a unique, powerful nutrient that acts as a direct signal to your body's command center. It's like a natural sleeping pill for your catabolic metabolism. It tells the demolition crew to put down their tools and take a break, creating a state of peace so your body can do what it's meant to do. Heal. I want you to think about how you feel when you first wake up. Be honest with yourself. Do you jump out of bed feeling refreshed and powerful? Or do you move a little slower, feeling stiff and a bit weaker? I want you to type morning or strong in the comments below and tell me about your typical morning. This isn't just for me. It helps everyone in our community see they are not alone in this struggle. Because here's what I want you to know. You don't have to accept this. You can protect your muscles. You can wake up feeling stronger. And it starts by understanding the real enemy and deploying the right tool for the job. In the next part, we're not just going to name this incredible seed. We're going to crack it open and look at its genetic blueprint. I'm going to show you the single most powerful nutrient inside it, a mineral that acts as a direct line to your hormones, telling your body loudly and clearly to stop the breakdown and start preserving the strong, capable body you deserve. Of course, here are the remaining 4 parts of the script, each crafted to be over 800 words and seamlessly continue the narrative. In our last part, we talked about the midnight raid on your muscles, how high cortisol and low anabolic hormones can create a catabolic window where you lose muscle while you sleep. It's a frightening thought, but knowledge is power, and power leads to solutions. So, let's meet the solution. Let's meet the humble yet astonishingly powerful pumpkin seed. Yes, you heard that right. The same pumpkin seed you might toast in the fall, the little green pepita you've seen in salads or health food stores. This isn't about chia seeds, which get all the glory for fiber. This is about a seed that operates on a completely different, more strategic level for fighting sarcopenia. You see, while many seeds offer protein and healthy fats, the pumpkin seed possesses a unique, concentrated power that makes it a true superstar for senior muscle health. Its secret weapon isn't just what it contains, but the specific, targeted instructions it delivers to your body. The most critical instruction comes from a single, powerful mineral that pumpkin seeds have in abundance: zinc. Now, you might know zinc as a mineral for immune health, and that's true, but its role inside your muscle cells is even more profound. Zinc acts as an essential cofactor. Think of a cofactor as a spark plug in a car engine. Without the spark plug, you can have all the fuel in the world, but the engine will never turn over. In your body, zinc is the spark plug for the production and function of your most important muscle-building hormones, primarily testosterone and insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1. These hormones are the foremen on the construction site of your body. They walk around with the blueprints and they shout the order, "Start building!" But without adequate zinc, those foremen are mute. They have the blueprints, but they can't give the command. The construction crew, the amino acids from the protein you eat, is standing around, waiting for instructions that never come. And meanwhile, the demolition crew, cortisol, is still tearing things down unimpeded. This is the crucial mechanism so many people miss. It's not just about eating protein. It's about ensuring your body has the signaling molecules to use that protein. When you consume zinc-rich pumpkin seeds before bed, you are essentially hiring a night shift foreman. You are sending a direct hormonal signal to your muscles that says, the building project is still active. The demolition crew is not welcome here. Let's contrast this with the popular chia seed. Chia seeds are wonderful. They're full of fiber and omega-3s, which are great for heart and gut health. But for the specific hormonal signaling required to combat the midnight muscle raid, they fall short. An ounce of pumpkin seeds contains about 2.2 milliliters of zinc, which is a significant portion of your daily needs, while an ounce of chia seeds contains less than a third of that. In the battle against sarcopenia, zinc is the commanding officer, and pumpkin seeds are a superior source. So, I want you to ask yourself a question. Are you just feeding your body generic building materials, or are you giving it the specific executive orders it needs to direct those materials to the right place at the right time? Now I want you to do something. Pause the video for a moment. Go and check your pantry. Do you have a bag of pumpkin seeds or pepitas hiding in there somewhere? Maybe they're tucked away from a holiday recipe? If you do, you are already in possession of one of the most targeted tools for metabolic signaling. Let me know in the comments if you found them. Just type "found the seeds." It's exciting to take this first step. But the story doesn't end with zinc. A foreman can't work effectively if the construction site is on fire. And in your body, that fire is chronic inflammation. So, while zinc is the foreman shouting the orders, pumpkin seeds have a second hidden compound that acts as the firefighter, clearing the way for those orders to be heard. And that is a discovery you won't want to miss. We've uncovered the first half of the pumpkin seed's powerful strategy, its rich zinc content that acts as a nighttime foreman, signaling your hormones to protect and preserve muscle. But a foreman can't do his job if the worksite is in chaos. If there's a fire raging, the crew can't hear his instructions, and the work grinds to a halt. In your body, that fire is chronic, low-grade inflammation. As we age, our bodies often exist in a state of constant, smoldering inflammation. This isn't the acute inflammation you get from a sprained ankle, which is a healthy healing response. This is a silent, systemic fire fueled by stress, poor diet, and the aging process itself. This fire releases inflammatory chemicals into your bloodstream, with names like interleukin-6, IL-6, and C-reactive protein, CRP. These inflammatory chemicals are like the loud, destructive jackhammers and sirens on a construction site. But here's the critical part. They are not just noise. They are actively working for the demolition crew. These inflammatory markers amplify the muscle-breaking signals of cortisol. They make the demolition more efficient, more destructive. They are the fuel on the fire of muscle loss. So even if you have the zinc foreman present and shouting, his voice is being drowned out by the overwhelming noise of inflammation. The start-building signal gets lost. This is why just taking a zinc supplement in isolation often doesn't yield the dramatic results people hope for. You haven't put out the fire. This is where the pumpkin seed reveals its second brilliant line of defense. Beyond zinc, it is packed with powerful, unique anti-inflammatory compounds called phytosterols, and a rich array of antioxidants, including vitamin E. Let's talk about phytosterols. These are plant-based compounds that have a remarkable ability to help modulate the human body's inflammatory response. The mechanism is complex, but the result is simple. Studies have shown that phytosterols can help to reduce the levels of those dangerous inflammatory markers, specifically C-reactive protein, CRP. They act as the firefighting crew, rushing in to douse the flames of systemic inflammation. The antioxidants in pumpkin seeds, like vitamin E, then act like the cleanup crew, mopping up the dangerous embers, known as free radicals that can cause further cellular damage. So now let's look at the complete, elegant picture the pumpkin seed creates inside your body at night. The raw zincot arrives and appoints the night shift foreman, boosting anabolic hormone function, who shouts, "Stop demolishing and start maintaining." Simultaneously, the phytosterols and antioxidants deploy as the firefighting crew, silencing the jackhammers, reducing IL-6 and CRP, and putting out the inflammatory fires. Together, they create a quiet, peaceful, and controlled environment, a perfect state for your body's innate repair systems to do their work overnight. The demolition is halted, the site is secure, and the slow, steady process of maintenance and repair can begin. This 1-2 punch of pro-building and anti-breaking signals is what sets the pumpkin seed in a league of its own. It's not just a source of nutrients, it's a sophisticated biological protocol. Doesn't it make sense that the solution is this complex, this synergistic? Your body is an incredibly complex system, so the solutions it needs are rarely as simple as a single pill or powder. If you've ever felt like your body is constantly fighting against itself, like you're doing the right things but not seeing the results, type peace in the comments below. So many people feel this way. And understanding the role of inflammation is the first step toward finding that internal peace and allowing your body to heal. You now understand the powerful dual-action strategy of this incredible seed. But there's a problem. You can't just buy a bag of pumpkin seeds from the store, eat a handful, and expect this elegant protocol to work perfectly. There's a lock on this treasure chest, and you need the key to open it. The key to unlocking all this power lies in one crucial, often ignored step. You now know the incredible dual-action potential of the pumpkin seed. You've got the zinc foreman and the phytosterol fire crew ready to report for duty inside your body. It's a powerful image, isn't it? Having this natural night security team working for you while you sleep. But I need to ask you a question. Have you ever eaten a handful of nuts or seeds and later felt uncomfortable? Maybe a little bloated or like they just sat in your stomach? Or perhaps you've even noticed that they seem to pass through you. Well, looking much the same as when they went in. If that's you, I want you to listen very carefully. This is not your fault. And it is the single biggest reason why people give up on seeds before they ever experience their true benefits. What you're experiencing is your body's way of sending you a giant, flashing red warning signal. The signal says, I can't access the nutrients in this food. The vault is locked. You see, Mother Nature is wise. Her primary goal for a seed is for it to survive until it finds fertile ground and can grow into a new plant. To protect that seed until the conditions are just right, she equips it with natural defense systems. These are called anti-nutrients. And the most notable one in seeds is phytic acid. Think of phytic acid as a formidable high-security vault. Inside this vault are all the precious treasures we've been talking about. The zinc, the magnesium, the other minerals, and even the proteins are partially locked away. When you eat a raw, unactivated seed, that phytic acid vault travels through your digestive system largely intact. It doesn't just keep its own treasures locked up. It's so sticky that it can actually latch onto other minerals from the different foods in your meal and rob them from you, carrying them right out of your body. This is a metabolic disaster. It means you could be eating a handful of zinc-rich pumpkin seeds every night, but if you're not neutralizing the phytic acid, you might be getting only a tiny fraction of that zinc. The rest is lost. The foreman never gets his megaphone. The vault, full of treasure, is being carried away, unopened. This is the critical step that every other blog, every generic health list completely ignores. They just say, eat more seeds, without telling you the how. They are giving you the treasure map, but not the key to the chest. But the key is simple. It's a process called activation, and it's a practice as old as traditional cooking itself. Activation simply means mimicking the perfect conditions for sprouting, warmth and moisture, which signals to the seed that it's safe to drop its defenses and release its nutrients. Here is your simple, non-negotiable activation protocol for pumpkin seeds. Soaking. Place your raw pumpkin seeds in a bowl. Cover them with warm water, about twice the volume of the seeds. Now add a pinch of sea salt or a splash of lemon juice. The acidic, salty environment is the master key that begins to break down the phytic acid vault. Let them soak for at least 6 to 8 hours, or overnight. Low temperature drying, dehydrating. After soaking, drain and rinse the seeds thoroughly. Now you need to dry them. The goal is to use low heat to preserve the delicate fats and nutrients. Spread them on a baking sheet and roast them in your oven at the lowest possible temperature, ideally under 170 degrees or 75 degrees Celsius, for several hours until they are dry and crispy. If you have a food dehydrator, that's perfect. What does this process do? Soaking and low-temperature drying neutralizes the phytic acid, deactivates enzyme inhibitors, and predigests the proteins and starches. It transforms the pumpkin seed from a protected, hard-to-digest object into an open, bioavailable, and easily digested superfood. Now, for a convenient shortcut. If you buy pre-shelled, roasted pumpkin seeds, pepitas, from the store, that's fine. But you must be a smart shopper. Choose unsalted versions to control your sodium intake. And remember, while they are cooked, the phytic acid may still be somewhat present. Giving even store-bought roasted seeds a quick rinse can help wash away some of the surface compounds. So I'll ask you again, are you starting to see why a properly prepared traditional whole food will always be light years ahead of a processed, isolated supplement? Nature provides the tools, and we just need to remember how to use them. If you've ever struggled with digesting nuts and seeds, if you've ever felt bloated after eating them, I want you to comment "Activate" below. Making this one simple change has been a total game changer for thousands of my patients, and it can be for you too. You now have the fully activated, powerful key. But a key is only useful if you use it in the right lock at the right time. The final piece of this puzzle is the strategic timing that transforms this food from a simple snack into a genuine overnight muscle repair protocol. We've journeyed together through the science, the secret compounds, and the crucial activation process. We've met the zinc foreman and the phytosterol fire crew. We've learned how to unlock the vault to access this incredible treasure. Now it's time for the final masterstroke. It's time to put it all together into a simple, powerful, and effortless routine. Your overnight repair protocol. This is where strategy beats effort. This is where we make this powerful seed work for you on autopilot. The when is just as important as the what and the perfect. Time to deploy your activated pumpkin seeds is the 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. Think about this timing strategically. You're not eating a large meal that will demand heavy digestion while you sleep. You're having a small, potent, strategic snack. By consuming it about an hour before bed, you allow the initial digestive process to begin. Then, as you drift off to sleep, the seed's powerful components are moving into position. Let's revisit the why one more time, because understanding this is what creates unshakable confidence in the protocol. The high protein and healthy fats in the seeds provide a slow, sustained release of amino acids and energy throughout the night. This is the time-release fuel that prevents your body from needing to cannibalize your own muscle tissue for energy during the 8-hour fast of sleep. The mot fiber sake in the seeds ensures this release is truly slow and steady, preventing any sharp spikes and creating a gentle, continuous trickle of building materials. The zinc is now bioavailable and ready to optimize your anabolic hormone function, sending the preserve and maintain signal all night long. The MAS, phytosterols, and antioxidants are circulating, actively damping down the inflammatory fires that would otherwise accelerate muscle breakdown. It's a perfect, self-contained, overnight repair system. You are literally programming your body for strength and recovery during the very time you are resting. So what does this look like in real life? It's breathtakingly simple. Your new nightly ritual could be as easy as this. After you've brushed your teeth and are winding down for the evening, simply take a small handful, about 1/4 cup, of your activated pumpkin seeds. Enjoy them mindfully. You can eat them on their own or sprinkle them on a small bowl of sugar-free yogurt if you like. That's it. There are no complicated recipes, no powders to mix, no schedules to remember. You are simply sending the night crew to work. This isn't just about adding a seed to your diet. This is about adopting a targeted, intelligent, and profoundly effective system that works in harmony with your body's natural rhythms. You are not fighting your biology. You are leveraging it. You are taking proactive, educated control of your metabolic health, and you can trust this protocol completely. Every recommendation in this video is grounded in trusted scientific research. For your own deep dive, we've compiled the key studies and sources. All links are waiting for you in the description below. If this video brought you value, if it gave you a new sense of hope and a clear plan, please do me a few small favors. It helps our community grow and allows us to help more people just like you. First, please give this video a thumbs up. That like button tells YouTube that this is important content, so it can show it to other seniors who need this information. Second, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. We are building a library of these powerful natural protocols. You don't want to miss what's coming next. In our next video, we're revealing the common health drink that is secretly leaching calcium from the bones of 8 out of 10 seniors. This is critical information for maintaining your strength and mobility. And third, if you have a friend, a family member, or someone in your life who is also worried about muscle loss and tired of the same old generic advice, please share this video with them. Let's build a community of strong, informed, and empowered seniors together. This is how you fight muscle loss on your own terms. This is how you protect your strength, your independence, and your vitality. You have the knowledge. You have the blueprint. Start tonight.